Hello and welcome back to Linus and Nunchaku, where today you can obviously see that we are not in the studio, but in fact in a different location, because today we will not be filming a tutorial, but instead doing an unboxing of this sword. So before you all freak out, don't worry, because nothing will be changing on this channel. I'm merely trying something new and want to see how you guys enjoy it. So let's get right into it. This sword was sent to me by a German company called Samurai-Schwert.kaufen. So without further ado, let's get right into unboxing this massively oversized box to see what they have for us today. Quite a slender box, like right off the bat. I was expecting a much thicker box, but I guess if it's packaged well and packaged right, then it doesn't really matter. And of course, inside this box we have another box, so right off the bat, not that exciting. But what we also have here is this carrying bag. This is really important because in countries like in Germany where they are based, you need to carry your swords in a locked bag in order for it to be legally carryable. So let's throw the sword aside for a second and just unbox this to take a look at this bag. So it seems to have this kind of leather-like surface to it. It has the lock, which is really important, just a small combination lock on it. And it's a pretty sleek bag. Would probably only fit a single sword, so it's not like you can stack 10 swords in here. Nice design, I mean, looks to be durable and will last a while. So now onto the actual sword. So let's throw that aside. And the main event of the day is this. So in this box, we clearly have another box. You can see the website to this in-house brand is listed right here on the box. And the top looks like this, so they have some nice decoration on it. Otherwise, it's a pretty unremarkable box. So now let's open this up. And here we have the main event. So it's wrapped in this cloth and has styrofoam at the end as well as in the middle to keep it contained. I'd say the packing material is about average. It's not exactly an excessive amount, but it should do the trick. This sword retails for 279 euros, which is a little over $300 US. And that is what I would consider to be the entry point for a legitimate sword. So if you want to go cheaper, there are options available not only from this brand but from a variety of other brands. However, if you have an interest in swords, around the $300 US mark should be right around what you're spending to get a decent sword. So let's pull this out of the case, really easy, just some styrofoam on there. Now we have this sword, nice cloth, and we'll open that up here and take a look at it. And there we go. In this unboxing video, I'll not be describing the components of the sword in their original names, but instead I'll just be using simple English to talk about the different components, which will be easier for you to follow if you're not that into swords. So as we open this up, we'll begin to reveal more of it. This sword is described as being a no-frills sword, so it basically has all the components that you need without any additional extra or flair, so that it is a simple, usable, and high-quality sword. The grip feels pretty substantial, so it's actually quite heavy at this end, so this portion does have a bit of heft to it. So this sword has this end cap made out of metal at the end, which feels nice, and there's not much to it. It has this cloth that is wrapped carefully around this front portion to give you some extra grip. The circular guard of the sword is pretty modern looking, and I really like that kind of modern flair to it. Then we move on to the scabbard, which is a wooden piece that has a glossy finish to it. And while it looks very nice, the only thing that would bother me with this is that I can already see that it does attract fingerprints. Now we'll move on to the sword itself by unpacking it from the scabbard and taking a look at the actual sword, which is made out of this carbon steel, which is very hard and has a great finish to it. Also a great material for building swords because it retains its sharpness very well. I can really see that they have put a lot of work into the finish of this and a lot of work into making this a quality product. So I hope that you found this slightly different from usual video useful. Don't forget to check out these guys below using the link. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials in the future, and go check out some variety of other nunchuck related tutorials that I have on my channel.